Alright, you probably noticed sitting here is the front end loader off my Mahindra 1526. I took it off because I needed to take the battery out, get a new battery. It's just easier to get in there with this out of the way. But it had been so long since I took it off, I kind of screwed up and I got the bucket curled instead of all the way back, and that's why it's falling down on this side instead of standing up on the kickstand. So I'm going to have to bring engine lift out here, put it in there, raise it up enough that I can connect those hoses back to the tractor. I'll back the tractor along this side, and then I can curl the bucket the other way, and then lift it on up to where it stands up, to where I can then come around and pull it and pick it up. Anyway, headed out to the barn right now to do some preliminary. Alright, well, I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear, if there's going to be a lot of wind noise, but this is where the battery goes in the tractor. And you can see I got a little bit of corrosion here that I'm going to clean up. But, you know, the best way I found to get it out of here is basically what you see here. I take the side panels off so I've got a little bit more room. Then there's a bunch of brackets that go right up in here that hold the air filter on, and also allow this to be bolted on. It just sits on some pins right here and then it slots up. But anyway, you can basically take that off. Here's a cord to get off the side, then you can pull that battery out this way. Now, when I took it out, the battery clamp wasn't on it. It's laying down here still, so I don't know how long that's been that way. Right now I've got it basically brushed, and I'm going to spray this off. To protect it from the battery corroding. So we'll see how this works. Probably a couple of coats would be good on here. Sorry I banged you over there. Then I'm also going to coat this. Alright, so we'll let that sit right there. Clear the nozzle out, do that. So that's basically what's going to occur right there. I'll probably put another couple coats on there. That's going to help seal that from any additional corrosion coming from the battery. Now the battery that I bought to replace it is a die-hard. With taxes, it was like $154 at Sam's. It's a Group 58 that fits these tractors. I could have got one for about $30 cheaper at Walmart, but there was a couple things. This is a 3-year warranty. The one at Walmart was a 1. This one is totally sealed. The one at Walmart had the vent caps. That's what this one had, and a lot of times when you have the vent caps, that's what causes a lot of the corrosion to come on. Now, the ground is here, and before the terminals had completely corroded off, so I had put some clamp styles on there. I got the same thing over here on this. I went ahead and bought just a replacement, let me see if I can get it here. Just a replacement ground cable. They had one at Walmart. I said, well, I'll just do that. This is very similar to the OEM style. Now, one of the things that will be different on this install is I will be spraying them and coating them with this battery protected stuff. Now, the positive side, for right now, I'm going to put this brass marine one on here, and then I can clamp the positive wire under here, and I can use one of these bolts here. There's one of the wires that used to be built on the side of the clamp, and I had to take it off, and it's got a bolt-on thing, so I'm going to bolt it on here. Later I'm going to get a set of crimpers, and I'm going to go ahead and crimp ends on, and then go ahead and change this to a brass style with a wing nut that I can tighten down and whatever, or I could probably keep them both under here, that'd be fine. But anyway, so that's what's going to go on there. And like I said, this is just a short ground cable, and so what it'll do is it'll go down through the hole there. The ground actually bolts on right there, so this will work. It's only cost like about $4 and something for this. Way cheaper than buying the original equipment. But like I said, once I get this on there, I will tighten it down, and then I'll seal it. And this will go down and tighten underneath on the frame. I'll take this other one off. I'll save it because I can put a clamp stud on it if I need to. So anyway, really all I'm doing right now today is getting this set up so that I can have this dry, come put the battery in tomorrow and stuff. The other thing I'll talk a little bit about is in one of my previous videos I was told that, we were going to save up and get a zero turn. We changed our mind on that. I want to go ahead and keep this one going. I've got some tires over there that got tread like a tractor and some other stuff. These tires are dry rotted, so I'm going to pop them off and do it, and then eventually I'll change the front. I went ahead, a long time ago I had to sell my welder, so I went ahead and bought a welding setup. I don't have that out here to show you. I'll pull the deck off, and there's a couple places I got to weld some brackets back on. I'll weld those on. Keep this. I had put a new Briggs & Stratton engine in this. It had a Kohler in it. A couple years ago, the Kohler went out, so I just put a Briggs & Stratton. It basically fit right in there and bolted right in. So we'll be doing that. And one of the reasons that we're not going to go ahead and do it on the mower right now, we're going to keep this one running as long as we can, is because we've decided to save up as much of a down payment over the next 2.5 years, whatever, because this tractor will be paid off middle of next year. So as soon as it's paid off, all the money that we're paying for it is going to go being saved to go towards a down payment on a car. We're going to buy a new car. Hopefully we'll still be able to afford one in a couple of years. No telling the way that things are going. But the interest rate needs to come down, and so we've got to have some changes up there in Washington before that's going to happen, and to get interest rates back down. But yeah, I'm figuring I'm going to have to save up $6,000 to $10,000, and that might take me a couple of years to do that, saving off the payments of this, to be able to afford to put it down on a new car. And we decided to kind of go new because you look at the used, and heck, they got a lot of miles on them, and you're only saving a couple $1,000s over what a new one would cost. So it's stupid to buy a used car right now. Anyway, I'm going to go back to just spraying this up, getting everything ready, and letting it dry. It's already dry in there pretty good, so I'm going to put a couple of coats on this, and then we'll call it quits. And then tomorrow I'll go ahead and finish putting the battery in. I'll video that, and also video putting the front end loader back on. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Alright, well, I've decided to go ahead and get the battery in there today instead of waiting until tomorrow. That Plasti Dip dries fairly quick. Got a good coat down there to protect that. Changed out the ground clamp right now. I put it in there and I coated it with Plasti Dip. So now the thing is get this thing in here. I had that paper in my intake tube to keep the mud daubers from getting it. Now the trick is going to be how this clamp gets on there, because you can't put the wire, the clamps through here to set this like this. So the only thing I can think of is going to have to sit like this and clamp it back. So let's see how that works. Okay. So now I can fish this. I don't know if you can see that through that little hole there, and it'll come up there, and then it'll go through here. Like I said, when I took the battery out, this was just laying down. It wasn't on the battery, it was laying down here. And so we're going to see if this even works on it. If not, I'll probably have to put some washers or something under here to get it to take up enough. But we're fixing to see. That's to the battery there. I don't know how much threads I got left. Okay. I'm going to try a 12 deep. Nope. It'll probably be a 10. Yep, 10. Alright, so. Alright, that's clamped in there. So what I want to do here, I got to get this out of my way. So I need to pick it up and swing it around over here. And then these little tabs fit there. Should be a little tab down here. That tab sits right there. And that one right there. Alright, so now I can get in around over here, put this on, and I can reach in there. Alright. So that channel lock so I can pull that cap off. Alright, there we go. Now what I've got here is I need to sand this real good. When I get my crimper I think what I'm going to do, because I think all this is, I'm going to double check it. I think all this is a connection. I can't get it to come out though. I've tried all kind of stuff and I cannot get it to pull out. So what I'm thinking about doing, I get the crimping tool, a little set them to buy for the batteries. And I kind of need that more around here anyway. I got to replace batteries, stuff on my truck, and just different things like that. They're not that expensive to buy. So get this as clean as I can. Ahead, a little bit down in here. Okay, that's tight. Now I can put that right there. Loosen that up. Get a hammer and tap that down. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's that. Now, one thing you notice, you put anytime you're doing this, you put the positive on first before you put the negative terminal on, because that way, if your wrench accidentally hits the frame or whatever while you tighten it up, you won't have no short and big explosion. Because these batteries can put out a hell of a lot of power instantaneously. Alright, that looks good. That's pretty good and tight on there. And now let's see how this stuff works. Spraying up under it because I'm trying to get some under there. Get around this side. Okay, that ought to be it. Now it's just a matter of putting the brackets back on. All right, let's see here. Let me get my set out here. So, maybe a 12. Yeah, all right. All right, this bracket here is the bracket that actually these slip into and tighten up. And if they go into these holes right here, now you notice those are slotted. So when I put this in, I don't want to tighten these, because once I'm ready, I'll shut the hood, get side panels on mainly the hood. Then I'll let that slide to where it needs to and then tighten it down. So right now, I'm just going to put them in there. So take these bolts out. Now you'll notice there's some witness marks like right here and right here. So that's probably where this is going to go. So that's where I'm going to put it, snug it up. So like I said, it looks like it's all the way back. And so that's where we're going to initially put it. I'm pretty confident. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. That way if I don't have to do it, move it. If I have to move again, I'll just get in there and loosen it. Alright. So, my way of thinking that should go just like that. Alright, now the other piece that goes in there is this one, and it's the one for the air bracket. Let's see, now it's going to be that way because the mount is back there. Okay, so I was mistaken already, see? I know you're yelling at the screen there going, yeah, I went the other way. Turn around, you dumbass. You know. So anyway, I come over here, put a nut right there so I don't drop them. Now there again, if I'd been smart, I would have let this flipped out where I have a little bit of room there. Alright, now going by the witness marks, it was about right there. And I think it's the same bolts. Now I'm going to feel really dumb if I got to turn this around, but I think we're right. Yep, that's tight. Get on the bolt. That's the top. Okay. Alright, that's that. Now, what we should have is the air filter goes right here. Alright, that's that, that's that. Alright, that's on there. Now, there again, I don't know if anybody cares, but I did have somebody on one of the Facebook forums wanting to know on a 1626, this is a 1526, wanted to know where the wires and stuff went, whatever, for the glow plugs. And I told them there's a relay right there. Alright, and that's your relay that controls the power to the glow plugs. My glow plugs don't work. I don't think it's a relay because it all clicks and everything else, but I think it was because of that wire on the battery. Push come to shove, I have a block heater, radiator heater, lower radiator hose heater right there that I use. Let me loosen this. should have put this clamp on first, but you know, I do things backwards. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 10. Alright, keep banging my camera there. Alrighty. Now, I will see in a minute if it'll start. Alright, well, it should have started up. Oh yeah! Started right up. Alright, tomorrow I'll bring my engine lift out here. I'll drag it out here, I'll get in between straps, and I can lift this up to where I can fit those and plug them into those things right there. Then it'll allow me to tilt that bucket up and then pick this up to where it'll stand up on the stand. And then I'll come back out, come out here and hook up the hoses and put it back on. And there's the pins that hold it on there. Anyway, I still got to put the other side on. It's in that trailer. But battery's good. Well, I got about 6.5 years out of the other battery, the OEM. So hopefully I'll get another 6, 7 out of that battery. By then, I'll be too damn old to care. All right, go back on this again. Thank everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Go ahead and hit the notification bell, share this video, and like it. All of that will help me and help me get the channel to grow. Thank you. Till the next one. Bye.